powered by Riverside FM.
But what I was trying to say is that if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
You're listening to the Jerry Torres program. No bad news, no sad news, no politics, no religion. Just good, happy, fun stuff. And now, here's your host, me.
You're watching Channel 4 News with five-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Bring me everyone. What do you mean everyone?
Oh my God. I have to improve that damn it, what the hell? Damn, it's pretty loud. Damn it. I have to improve that intro. Listen, let's try again. Okay, here we go. Why? Take a listen.
But what I was trying to say is
Now you
that
see?
if I can change,
Я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился
and
сегодня.
you can change,
Вы можете измениться.
everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
We'll need some improvement.
You're listening to the Jerry Torres program.
Let
No
me stop it right there. Let me stop it right there, man. Sheesh. Oh my God. Anyway, welcome one and all to another episode of the Dr. Jerry Torres program. Here on every single podcast affiliate known to man. Now, like I said before on the previous podcast show, I had to change my intro, due to the fact that Spotify would not allow me to use Robert Palmer. Didn't mean to turn you on. And I was like, oh, come on, man. I'm a huge Robert Palmer fan. I'm not kidding either. I love his music. He's been dead now for like, almost 30 something years. And hold on a second. Let me get something to drink here. Yes. Ah. So I figured, like, if I could use his music, so the guy can be remembered. And I was like, oh man, they won't let me use it. I wasn't mad. I wasn't upset. But it is what it is. I had to do everything on my phone at my job. Before anybody goes, hey, you could have time to go home and do it right. Shut up. You know what I mean? It was like I did the best that I could. I had my old sound bites and I have like the best audio editor thing that I could use. And listen, I when I get home, I'm tired. All right. And so I did everything I could on my phone. And so suck it. All right. Suck a big ass, huge. If I can find it here. There we go. Huge donkey dick. All right. Just shut up. Damn, that was pretty loud. What the F, dude? Damn. Anyway. Oh, let me see if I can turn it down a bit. There we go. There, a little bit more, a little bit more. There you go. Perfect. Oh my God. Anyway, so today is a thunderstorm. Tis rainy. It's I don't know. This I thought it was going to rain around 11, right? And then it turned out it didn't rain. So I was like, okay, wow, what the F am I going to do? I had a doctor's appointment at 11. I had to change it because I thought the whole storm was going to start like around 11. And I was like, damn it, that's my appointment time. And knowing that my dad is 90 years old, I take him with me, and he doesn't have the super fast speed like Catskills, to make it to the car. He walks like 1.1 miles an hour, It's like, oh my God, I'm never going to make it to the car. My car is fully drenched. So I called the doctor and I said, listen, can we reschedule for next, what the hell? mm, for next Friday, 11:40. So I rescheduled it. I was like, son of a bitch. You know what I mean? I'm thinking to myself, man, I could just ah, you know, but so no rain came down. Oh my god! I knew I should drink some coffee before I started. So no rain came down, right? And all of a sudden around 12, 12:30, 12:45, around 12:50, it started to rain. And now I can hear the thunderstorm right now. And I was like, meteorologists really need to effing know their timing, you know? I canceled a doctor's appointment because I thought it was going to start raining at 11. And I was like, not because it's going to rain, I'm not going to go. It's just that I have to take my dad with me. He's 90. He doesn't have like super fast flash speed to walk from the door to the car. I was like, oh my God. So, anyway, so I woke up this morning. I did my 30-minute exercise and folded the laundry, vacuumed the kitchen floor, and mopped and folded my clothes, put them away, and you know what I mean. And went to get my hair cut. And after my haircut, came home, took a shower, got cleaned up, went to get my COVID shot. And I was like, oh my God. And then I came home and I thought about like washing my car. And I was, nope, it's gonna rain. And next thing you know, I'm like, "Ah, all right, let me take care of this. Let me take care of that. And then I meditated for a little while. Then after I meditated, I was like, you know what? Let me do my podcast show extraordinarily early. Yes. Wait a minute. What the hell is this sound effect? Hold on. Ah, I got these soundboard. All right, let me this. All right, what's this? That's the drum roll. Uh-huh. That's transition. That's laughing. That's the drum joke right here. All right. Oh my God, man. So I managed to get things done that I needed to get done, right? And next thing you know, I'm upstairs. I'm like, it did started to rain. I was like, damn. And then I hear the thunder. I was like, ah, man. So they're timing again. Meteorologists, get your timing right. You know, oh my God, it is what it is. I had a very long week at my job anyway. So yeah, I was doing 50 things at once again. And it keeps me busy. You know, yeah, I'm trying to save up to get some new boots. And now that Amazon has a heavy super security system, yeah, I was like, are you kidding me? Now your phone, your watch, you got to take it off. I'm like, oh my God. If not, the alarm goes off. Yeah, that. Or this other alarm. Or wait a minute. Sorry. How about this one? Yeah, that's when security's telling you to take everything out of your pocket, and you're like, "No, I got here." Jesus, man. What's this one? Smoke alarm 2. Never heard. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, "Oh my God." There was a time where, they use the wand. They don't use the wand anymore. And now that they upgraded their security event, which is okay, I understand why. You know what I mean? And now I have to take off my vest. Uh, my wallet still stayed by my side. Now I have to. My phone is registered, and then I have to take off my watch, and then I have to remove my phone and my car keys. Any loose change, I throw everything in the bag, everything in my backpack, so I can just walk through the metal detectors, and so that way I could just go by, and that way I don't have to hear this through the security system.
So hot.
Yeah, thank you, the security ladies. I appreciate that. So it's a bitch, but I mean I understand why it's a bitch, And there's sometimes now they're like now the size of the plastic bag have to be the size of a coin purse. It's like really get out of here, man. Listen, when I go to work, I have a backpack. Hold on. Oh my god. I have a backpack, and in my backpack, I have stuff that I need. Number one, I have aspirin. You never know when you're gonna pull muscle, get a headache, and your knee bothers you or something. You pop in some aspirin, you're good for the rest of the day, right? And then I have muscle, like what is the F it's called? Oh, icy hot spray and icy hot cream. Again, you never know when you're gonna pull something because we're moving and lifting stuff all day long, right? So I have that in my bag. Then I have my deodorant, right? I have my body spray and my regular rub-on deodorant, whatever the hell you call it. And you're sweating, you're moving around all day. You really think like the deodorants of you see in the commercial, oh, you're protected for 24 hours. Oh, you're protected for 72 hours. Okay, those for the people that sit in cubicles all effing day. You know what I mean? Like they sit in an office all effing day. Try working when I'm working where you're moving around up and down an entire warehouse. It's moving stuff, lifting stuff, running for stuff, and it's like you sweat, you know? And deodorant has saved me so many times. And, because I see a lady, they take a big sniff and all of a sudden I hear this.
So
And
hot.
I'm like, thank you, baby. You want me to lift this pallet for you, girl? And also I have cologne. I have cologne in my bag. And I don't wear it like every hour on the hour. No, I in the morning, I'm fine. I put on my deodorant, I'm good. I'm like, hey, okay. Around mid-afternoon, I take a little sniff, take a little sniff test. You know what I mean? It's like I would like, go up there, do that thing, do that like Coke, and then this, like that. And if I start to, I wouldn't say like reek, I would pretty much like as if someone thought I put flatulence or putrid on my body. It's like, oh my god, it's a new cologne. No, so what I do is I go back to my bag, put some deodorant on, and if there are times if I really feel um offensive, I put on my body spray. And then again, I'm good for the rest of the day. And because again, you're moving around a lot. And there's some people that are like, don't put anything on. "Oh, if I stand near a fan, I'm fine. Man, you better stand in that fan outside, not inside. You're spreading your stinky ass kitty litter smell everywhere, man. So so what I do is I have all that stuff. I bring my little snacks, my candy, and in my powder drinks. I gotta have my powder drinks. It's pretty much what I need. If I'm gonna bring now, they're thinking about changing the back. It's a clear backpack too. It's clear. You can see what's inside of it. But they're like, no, we're gonna change the rules. I want everyone to have a clear bag, but the size of a coin purse. It's like, what the f, dude? Oh my god. It's to a point where I'm like, "You know what? No, I'm keeping my bag until they say something." Right now, I didn't hear anything. So I'm keeping my big ass backpack. I'm sorry. I got a lot of stuff that I have to carry around with me that I need, you know? Anything for an emergency. If my body smells stinks, if I have a headache, I got my aspirin or I got my deodorant to protect me. It's too much, dude. Stick to the size of the backpack and everything will be fine. Oh my god. To picture time. Take the left now. And the right. Thank you. I'm a beast. Yes. Oh my god, man. So anyway. So all right. Let's add to now. I can't play her music, and I'm not gonna go to movie sound bites, but the late great Dolly Parton. She passed away at the age of 80. And it was a shock to the world, that she passed and everybody was like upset, angry, that a wonderful woman has left us. And it's amazing that President Steve did like a 2-hour thing on her yesterday, or I think it was the day before. I can't remember. But anyway, and it's wonderful tributes from every celebrity, every singer, even like people that weren't fans of country music still admired her, you know, philanthropy and kindness and peace and her donations to help people, and for reading and rebuilding and feeding. It's like, wow, how many people, how many multi-billionaires do you know do that? No, you know, And they did like a segment of yesterday of her movies, her career, and her music and like she wrote like 3,000 songs. 3,000 songs. I was like, wow. And all right, let's go through the history of the great Dolly Parton. Hold on for a second. Uh, I am burning up in here. I should have a little fan. Yeah, I feel a fan. All right, so I'm going to go over here. All right, yeah. All right, here we go. So I'm looking it up right now. There we go. Damn it. All right. So the late great Dolly Parton, born January 19th, 1946, and passed away August 25th, 2026. And she made a lot of great music. She sang with Kenny Rogers, and she was a humanitarian, and it was cancer related that she passed from. Now, she died in Pittman Center, Tennessee. She not died. She was born in Pittman Center, Tennessee, and she died in Vanderbilt Ingram. What the hell? Cancer Center. Where is that? Anyway, I'm moving on. Okay, I'm going to continue. She had brothers and sisters: Rachel Parton, George Stella Parton, Coy Denver Parton, and Frida Estelle Parton, and more. Oh God, she was 5 feet tall. Oh my God. So her full name is Dolly Rebecca Parton. Now, I am not going to go, you know, deep into her history, but she was labeled as the Queen of Country. Hold on my glasses, son of a bitch. There we go. And she earned 11 Grammy Awards, 3 Emmy Awards, as well as nominations for 2 Academy Awards, 6 Golden Globes, and a Tony Award. She is also known for her cultural influence of philanthropy via Dollywood and the Dollywood Foundation. With more than 100 million records sold, Parton is among the best selling music artists of all time. And they're showing like pictures of her, black and white pictures of her. She was very attractive, and she was still attractive today. And she did music like country, bluegrass, gospel, and rock. And her works were like single songs and labels. Oh my gosh, she went through a lot of labels. Good lord, labels as in like music production labels like Gold Band, Mercury, Monument, RCA, Victor, Columbia, Warner Brothers, Rising Tide, Decca, Sugar Hill. Oh my lord, she went through like all these people with her classic songs, over 3,000 songs, including I Will Always Love You, Hello, I'm Dolly, Jolene, and Coat of Many Colors, 9 to 5. She is legendary. She is a wonderful woman. And in an interview, I remember during the elections, you know, they asked her, "So whose side are you on?" And she goes, "I'm on the people side. I'm here to help the people, not the politicians." I was like, "Hey, I love this woman." Now, she was a Tennessee girl, Southern girl. She also appeared in a movie with Sylvester Stallone, which I love. Hold on, let me find. The movie with Sylvester Stallone and Dolly Parton. All right, this is the movie. Here it is. It's popping up. Rhinestone. That was it. 1984. Damn it. How I wish I could play the music, but I'm so afraid that Spotify's gonna be like, no, 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 you can't play the music. Hold on. Ah. Anyway, so yeah, listen, say what you want to say, think what you want to think. The movie Rhinestone, not the song. It's it's like a I don't know, a throwaway favorite, I guess you can say. And I've seen it before. It's funny. It has its moments, and the movie's about Dolly Parton plays Jake Farris, a talented country singer. She tries to escape a bad contract with her manager. Now she makes a bet that she can turn any ordinary person into a good country singer. Now she picks Nick Martinelli, a loud New York City taxi driver played by Sylvester Stallone. Now she takes him to Tennessee to teach him how to sing and act like a country star. Now, the movie again has its moments, all right? So, yeah, it's it's a cult classic comedy favorite, I guess you can say. But say what you want. Rhinestone was an A-OK movie. I liked it. But yeah, man, very talented lady, very giving woman, wonderful music, great heart, a great soul, kind to others, and she helped people that needed help, rebuilding houses and buildings and s- kids that needed to read and learn. How many people are like that nowadays? Nobody. She was very religious. Um, she made like I don't know how many albums did she make. Oh, let me find out. Let me find out. How many albums did Dolly Parton make? Okay, so she made over 49 solo studio albums throughout her legendary career alongside numerous collaborative live and compilations. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 9 live albums, 6 soundtrack albums, compilation albums, approximately 222 compilation. Wow. Oh my God. Whew. 49 albums. And Dolly did write a large percentage of her songs. She was a fantastic songwriter. And she had like Elvis was a fan of her music. He wanted to use that song, And I will always love you. But it was Elvis's manager was like, "Hey, we take 50% of everything." And she was like, you know what? No, I'm keeping the song." But she did the right thing because Elvis Presley's manager was an asswipe. Hold on. Oh my God. Jeez. Ugh. Oh, much better. So the great Dolly Parton came and went. 80 years old. That's a good run. She did a lot of great things, not just with music, but with philanthropy, helping people, writing kids' books, rebuilding homes, and, helping people get vaccinated. And the list goes down. And she appeared in so many movies. She made cameos in TV shows. But when it comes down to it, she'll be greatly missed. She'll be greatly loved, you know? And now she's up there with the other great legendary singers. But rest in peace to the great Dolly Parton. Thank you so much for everything that you did. And Tim Curry, another one, great actor, died. Played it, played the devil, played good lord. It- his acting is in his own unique way, you know? But then again, he passed. It's like, oh my God. But that's how life is. It's like the line in Departed, oh, she's on the way out. Yeah, act accordingly, We all gotta go. Act accordingly. It's like, oh crap. But rest in peace, Tim Curry, And oh my God. So let's move on, man. So the Tupac Shakur trial is pretty much still going. Now they have evidence. They're like going way back when he was killed. And right now, the proceedings are pretty still going. Q&A, show this, let me see that, and it's to a point where it's like, wow, it's been 30 years. You know what I mean? Since the great man passed away, Tupac Shakur. Is it possible that they're going to convict a guy that killed this man? And did they leave a lot of evidence behind? Now, mind you, they did like, oh my God, round the clock investigations. a lot of Q&A. So, all right, let's go to it. The Tupac Shakur trial. There we go. I'm using this thing called the internet. Yeah, because I didn't have time. I wrote stuff down that I wanted to talk about, but I'm like, oh God. All right, so here, this is what we know so far. Now, the prosecution rested its case in the murder of the trial of Dwayne Keffy D. Davis for the 1996 killing of Tupac Shakur on August 26, 2026. All right. Now, the trial place is in Las Vegas, Nevada. Then the prosecution presented testimony for nearly 24 witnesses over 8 days. The defense begins presenting its evidence, closing arguments, and are expected soon. Now, the charges and arguments. All right, so let's go with that. So, Dwayne Davis faces a charge of murder with a deadly weapon with intent to help a criminal gang. Prosecutors state Davis did not pull the trigger. Now, prosecutors argue that Davis orchestrated the shooting as retaliation for a casino fight involving his nephew early that night. Now, the defensive argues that Davis lied about his involvement in the past interviews and his book just to make money. Huh. Uh-huh. Well, it's a long list of what's happening in the case right now. Here was a great hip hop artist. He was like him and Biggie were like the last two of the poetic flowing hip hop artists. And now it's like Tupac murder trial is pretty much now on day 8 or 9. And prosecutors rest their case of this because now they're going to go to the closing arguments. And oh my God. When you think about this, it's like, oh my God, how long has it been since they found somebody? They found a guy that killed Run from Run DMC, right? Because again, they did probably like 10 years of investigation until they found him. So now you're talking about this Tupac Shakur trial where Keffy D is accused of killing the hip hop artist. All right. Well, we'll let the jury speak for itself. Now, here's the thing that bothers me. All right. And anyone will tell you on the night of Biggie Smalls' assassination, right? Why was P. Diddy in the other car behind him? If that was his boy, if that was his friend, he would have been in the car with Biggie, right? But everyone knows in the case, it's like, okay, did he have part of it? Because, uh, he was more famous and popular and recognizable than you? Did a sense of jealousy come about and say, I want to be a star too? I mean, right now, Tupac is serving another year or two. Oh my God. Give me a second here, people. Oh my God. I'm stretching. Again, I knew I should have made some coffee before I came here. So, anyway, so they did documentaries, they did a movie, and everybody knows that P. Diddy didn't like to be the shadow of, didn't like to be the shadows of Biggie Smalls. Because Biggie was popular, Biggie had recognizable music, and pretty much, I mean, it was just plain jealousy. But on the night of the murder, why was P. Diddy on the other car? You know what I mean? Everybody knows that's like if it was your boy, you'd be in the car with him, But it wasn't like that. Oh my God, man. So the proceedings are still going. They're right now at the closing. They had their closing arguments. So now it's up to the jury, right? And I got a feeling when they finally make their decision, oh, we're gonna break this in right now. Bing bang boom. Kevin D is pronounced guilty as charged, whatever, or not guilty, due to the fact that Tupac trial is like with Tupac and Biggie, all right? Tupac and Biggie were huge, right? And they were at the time recognition, money, movie offers, TV shows, whatever. And there's always that someone that's jealous. It's like, I want to have a big piece of the pie too, asshole. Oh my god. So when jealousy's in the mix, right? You do anything to sabotage the person that's more successful than you. Yeah, and that's how it is in this day and age. You have people getting jealous. He rapes women. He drugs children. Oh my God, be careful. He's a thief. Steal your medication. And it's like, oh my God, wow. Do we have to go that route? You know. So again, we'll wait and see what happens. We interrupt this news for breaking bulletin. The jury came in and every day was. It's like, oh my God. How I wish Tupac and Biggie were still alive, man. Who knows what they could have given us? Who knows how far their careers would have gone? But yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But the trial still, again, do or die, simplify. Oh my God, I know he's nervous. I know he's scared. You know, ex-competent detective says that the proof of who killed Tupac is in the gang war. Gang war that followed. Wow. Oh my god. I mean, it's weird when you think about it. You know that 30 years took them 30 years to gather all the evidence, and now they're now we're gonna take it to trial. Hold on for a second. Ah, ah. Oh my god. Ah. But you know what though? It's like I said, it's all jealous. And now that whatever happens, whatever decision they make, mind you, it was 30 years ago. The stitches get stitches. It's like, you know what? I got a feeling that if he is convicted guilty, the first thing he's going to say, yo, P. Diddy was involved in Biggie Smalls' murder. Really? I have all the evidence in a box. Fuck that. I ain't going to jail. Let's make a deal. But we'll see what happens, man. Anyway. So, moving on, people. My new intro, I'm yawning like crazy. I don't want to take my pills. I want to drink a coffee. That's what I want to do. I want to drink some coffee. Just to keep my ass awake, man. Jeez, watch this. Snap me. God damn it. That would suck. What the hell? Hold on. Let me get here. Slam-a-bama there. All right. Let me think about this real quick. Thank you. I came up with something, but I forgot. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we talked about the Tupac murder trial and Keffy D's in there, and listen, I don't know if this man's going to be dropping names just to reduce the sentence. But imagine, like I said, if he says, I know who killed P. Diddy was part of the murders. It's like, oh, shit. We're going to go that far? And that deep? Why not? Ah, my God. I mean, the man's been dead for over 30 something years, and they finally caught the killer. If he is, well, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Oh my God. Again, I knew I should have made some coffee before I get on because right now I'm yawning and stretching. I'm trying not to fall asleep. You know what makes me happy here? Let's do the kazoo. Happy kazoo. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I am wide awake. Keep going. Woo! Shooting my feet to keep me awake. Yeah. Woo! Thank you. All right. And a nice good fart. There you go. All right. Oh my God. I think I'm awake. It works. Happy horns. Oh my God. Anything to keep my ass awake, All right. So anyway, so the summer's almost over. Kids go back to school. I love it. Yes. Yes, to me, it is amazing. Round of applause for that. Thank you. Thank you. That all the kids go back to school. Yes. I am happy to say the streets will be nice and quiet. Kids have a curfew, a school night, get your ass to bed. No more pleading or bargaining or threats. You gotta go to school, get yourself an education. All right? I don't want to hear it. Stupid ass kids. They don't know what the hell they want. What the hell? Oh, sorry. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Please. Please. I appreciate it. Stay seated. Try the shrimp ball cocktails. Are awesome. All right. Oh my God. I know that some districts and some townships started like a week ago. Oh my God. Imagine that sucks as a kid today. Like, okay, let's put it like this. I was reading this article about like New Jersey and New York and parts of New York, how they're starting school a week or two before like September. I was like, what the F? Oh my God. Now I'll tell you a story what really happened to me. Now, everybody knows in my era, like you knew what school was going to start when Labor Day weekend comes around, and then they had the Jerry Lewis marathon, and all of a sudden, every time they showed the Jerry Lewis telethon, that you knew that the next day you're going back to school, right? And oh my God, it was of its time. Right now, everybody is starting school like a week or two before the September August hits. I'm like, oh my lord, give it time to enjoy the summer. But you know what though? I don't care. Let them go back to school, okay? And that way, they can I can have the streets back. They're nice and quiet. Listen to this.
When I was your age, we had to walk miles to school.
Oh my god. So now the streets will be nice and quiet. All the kids have to rush back home and you know, uh, rush to school, rush at the end of school. Oh my god. And I see the school buses holding up traffic. Oh my goodness. It's going to be one exciting day when what is it? September? Yeah, September. It's on a Tuesday. Yeah, some schools start Tuesday. But like I said, other schools in other districts, they're like, no. You start school now. You start school. No, come into school tomorrow. Not summer school. Start school now. I'm like, oh my God. Imagine if some kid right now. I have plans. I'm gonna end the summer. I'm gonna go ride my bike, go hiking, and then after that, I'm gonna go what is it? Like, I don't know, go to the movies, hang out with my friends at the beach, and all of a sudden, like, they get an email saying, "Hey, you start school tomorrow." Oh my god! Like the kids are jumping out the window. Like, no! Wait a minute. Yeah, let me see if I got it here. Hold on. Yeah, they're jumping out the window. No! They're just jumping out. Oh my god. Some kids didn't have the time to enjoy like the last days of summer, right? And mind you, I'm already seeing the leaves changing and the leaves starting to fall. It's crazy, dude. But you know what though? I'm kind of glad. Like I said, the streets will be nice and quiet. They have a curfew. They have to go back to bed early. And it's like, and they go to school early. I love it. Oh my God. Give me a little water here. Give me a second. I knew it again. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee. Mm. Another one, please. Mm. Uh, I think I feel better. Oh my god. Hold on. I just got a message. What the hell is this? View story. No. 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 Oh yeah, I forgot to say that Tim Curry was also in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay. Again, if I play any of the music from that movie or Dolly Parton song, I'm gonna get in trouble. So no, I am not gonna play. Ah, there it is. Oh, oh my lord, what the hell? Anyway, I'm emceeing tonight at Angelo's. I couldn't find a co-host. Is it gonna stop raining? Is this gonna continue raining until 6? Or late into the day? But anyway, listen, I'm not gonna continue on about kids going. All I know it's a happy day, right? When you start to see school buses and kids walking to school, you know, they got a curfew, the streets and the sidewalks and everything else will be nice and quiet. You know what I mean? I don't have to see a bunch of kids at a supermarket, at a movie theater. I'm like, "Oh, where are they? In school, where they belong. It's gonna be a prison, a state prison, where they stay in there and all they do is effing read. Ooh, that was a heavy thunderstorm. I just heard that, baby. Oh my god. So now again, I really want to play the NFL better that better that. But again, Spotify's gonna be like, oh, that's a copyrighted song. You cannot take it. I'm like, all right, man. Poopy head. What'd you say? Nothing. You know? All right. So the NFL season starts extraordinarily soon. All right. So how many people are right now making predictions of who's going to the Super Bowl, who's going to the playoffs? Way too early to say. Way too early to say. Because right now, everybody's hopeful. Everybody's thinking that this is the year for their team to go all the way, to make it, to get there. Now, mind you, okay, given fact, yes, it is your team. You have a passion for it. But way too early to make that decision, you know? And for someone to say, and all these experts and gambling experts say, listen, I got an itch on my left toe that the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. And some guys will, well, that's nothing. I got a tingle on my left testicle, right? That the Kansas City Chiefs will make it to the playoffs. It's like, what the hell? Everybody has an itch, a twitch, you know, and everybody's getting the itch twitch prediction, you know, and for the gamblers, for the oh god, it for gamblers, for football fanatics like myself. I'm taking off my watch. It's bothering me. Ah, I feel better. Hold on. Oh, oh, my wrist can breathe. Oh, oh my god. You know what though? Hold on for a second. Somebody text me. All right, is Invicta. Nothing bad. It's just giving me an extra 20% off of my next purchase of anything, a watch, a product. Very nice of them. Thank you so much. God, I wish Invicta was my sponsor. That would be so cool. That would be so cool. Oh, good Lord. So when it officially starts, which it will be next week, everybody's making their predictions. Everybody. Who's gonna go? Who's gonna go all the way? You know? Wait, I said sports. What the hell? That's not what I wanted. Hold on. God damn it. There we go. Jeez. There you go.
Touchdown!
Yeah. Uh-huh. And that's it. Oh my god. The rest of the sound bites are the bowling and basketball. Oh my god, man. I thought I had football. I thought I had more. No, this is tennis right here. Yeah, that's all I got. Wait a minute. Where's my female? There, here we go. Watch. And then I got a golf sound. This is what it sounds like. That wait, do it again. Oh my god. One more time, please. That's it. Oh my god. And the rest is either basketball. There's only one football, the whistle, but the whistle can be used in other sports. But this is it. This is all I got. This.
Touchdown!
That's it. And then the whistle. Oh my god. And then the gun in the air. Oh my god. I'm thinking it's like, okay, I gotta download more sound effects. You know what though? Wait a minute. I should have thought about this early. I could have played some sound bites from Rhinestone for in remembrance of Dolly Parton. You know what? I might do that right now. I mean, listen, I got a few more time until my show ends. All right, so let me get on this thing called the internet. All right, so here we go. All right, so over here. All right. Oh my God, Rhinestone. No, not Flintstone. What the hell? All right, hold on. Oh my God. RAIN. There you go. Oh my God. Okay, so now this is it. All right, so I guess I could play music on this. It's not music. I would say it's mostly like cuts from the movie. And you know what though? I think I might play it. Okay, hold on. So let me see here. No, 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 no. Oh my God. No, I'm not gonna play the trailer either. Oh my lord. It has to be a funny soundbite. All right, all right. So here's the one. Oh God, man. I need something with Dolly Parton. Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here is when Stallone was singing Tutti
Scratch
Frutti.
and sing something.
Like what?
I don't care, anything.
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 You got it.
There we go.
This thing must have pneumonia.
This is where he's playing the organ. All right, now I'm gonna stop that right now. Oh my God, that was You see what I mean about this movie? It's like hit or miss. Um. Oh God, I'm trying to find the most hysterical scene in this movie. The Hulk, you know what I mean? It created a monster and they called him Frankenstein. I can't find that. Oh my God, man. I don't want to play Rhinestone Cowboy either. Like a rhinestone cowboy. All right, this one stay out of my bedroom. Let's see. All right, never mind. All right, never mind. I'm moving on. Ugh. Anyway, God, I should have played this earlier, but I didn't. All right, so I'm moving on, man. I'm moving. All right, so I'm watching The Lanterns. It's really good. My God, it is really good. So far, second episode in, they're doing it like a murder mystery thing, right? No involvement with other aliens and superpowers and people from other worlds. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's fight to the death, it's knock down a city, let's level a city. And I was like, no, it's not like that. Again, lanterns are police officers, right? But when it's about a murder mystery that involves humans, no matter what, the way out of their jurisdiction. But so far, it's becoming a murder mystery. I had a feeling this was going to be a great show, and I'm glad they're going that route. Instead of like again, like oh, I'm gonna Superman fighting Galago from the planet Zeptor. Why? He wants human brains and testicles. Oh my god, what are we gonna do to stop it? You know what I mean? It's like oh my god. But they're not going that route. They're going the route of like two detectives trying to find somebody. Hold on, my brother's calling. Yeah. Well, what are you buying? I don't know. The first place you see doesn't matter. Chicken, Burger King. Is there a Burger King nearby? Oh, is there anything nearby you? Hold on. Where are you anyway? Oh. Oh. Listen, I'll tell you what. Like, if you see an Arby's or Chick-fil-A, doesn't matter. Just grab me a sandwich or something like that. Well, I guess, yeah. But he's asleep again, and no, I didn't give him anything. Yeah, I hear the thunderstorm. It's raining, dude. Chick-fil-A is fine. Yeah, man. Give me the chicken. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Give me a sandwich and the fries. If they got the spicy chicken, get me that. All right then. Hey, yo, do you want something from the pizza shop so you can eat tomorrow? Yeah. All right then. All right, I'll get you that then. All right, bro. Later. That was my brother. He's gonna get something to eat because we go back and forth, cook, buy, eat. It's put food in our belly. So back to the lanterns. So the lanterns is like I said, it's going the route it's so different from any other DC cartoon, movie, TV show. It's like, oh my god, I like this. I love it. The acting is great. The special effects, and they're not going overboard with the special effects, and the scenes, the storyline. It's so far so good. I'm like, oh my god, I got a feeling this show is going to win some awards. And I was going to talk about do I have it here? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. I don't give a shit, man. I'll drink my coffee since I get off here. All right. All right. So I was on this thing called the internet, right? And I come across the 10 fast food chicken sandwiches, right? The chain and stuff. And it ranked the 10 fast food chicken sandwiches in the chain that came up on top, right? So I love chicken sandwich. Who doesn't like a chicken sandwich? Chicken sandwiches are awesome. Grilled barbecue doesn't matter to me. But in this article from Delish, hey, oh my God, hold on. Do I have it up here? Yeah, I should have done it. I'll overextend my time. I don't care. So, yeah, for this article called Delish, God damn it. Hold on, man. Ah, I'm trying to get my soundboard up. Hold on. All right, so let's go again. Delish. And a little louder than that, damn it. All right, so one more time, damn it. So the top 10 chicken sandwiches from this article from this newspaper magazine called Delish. God damn it. Third time? Fourth time, is it? Got it right. Anyway, so number 10, all right? And they're opening up an Assad's Chicken where I live too. Assad's Chicken's real good, dude. He's making a chain of it. All right, so number 10, the Burger King original chicken sandwich. Never had it. I always get the chicken club. That's lettuce, tomato, onions, and bacon. Is really good. But I never tried like the regular chicken sandwich. But yeah, that's number 10. Now, number 9 is the Wendy's classic chicken sandwich. I had it once many moons ago, never had it again. I'm not saying it's nasty. I'm not saying it was very good. It has lettuce, tomato, onions. Oh, here it is. So it has breaded filet, lettuce, tomato, mayo, and potato bun. Yeah. Wait, what did the other sandwich have? All right, so this one had the Chick-fil-A, the breaded chicken fillet from the one from Burger King. Lettuce, a generous amount of mayo. Generous amount of mayo? What are you talking about? They go through the whole bottle, the whole jar, and a seeded bun. Mhm. So, did they give the calorie count? No, they don't. So, number 8, McDonald's McCrispy. Never had the chicken. Seen it, but never had it. It's just breaded filet, pickles, and a toasted potato bun. No lettuce, no tomato, no nothing. It's like, wow, that's it? That's it? Just a sandwich and 2 pieces of bread? Oh, God. Number 7, Raising Cane's chicken sandwich. I never had a Raising Cane. There is a Raising Cane not too far from my house, which one day I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get some chicken over there. So the Raising Cane chicken sandwich comes with 3 chicken fingers, lettuce, a generous amount of famous cane sauce, and a toasted bun. Now, when I see in the picture, it doesn't look all that. I'm like, really? It looks like somebody sat on the sandwich. Hey, it's ready. No. Um, Again, they should give the calorie count of how many calories the sandwich is. So here's another chicken sandwich that I think I should have one day because when I see the picture, this thing is like the entire chicken breast. So the number 6, the Shake Shack Chicken Shack. Yeah. Now, this is a big ass piece of chicken between 2 pieces of bread. It has Chicken Shack comes with a supersized breaded filet, lettuce, and herby mayo, pickles, and a toasted potato bun. It looks good. It looks really good. Um, the herby mayo, I don't know if it's spicy mayo or what, but it looks really good. I would try it if I had the opportunity. Number 5. These are like the top 10 chicken sandwiches out there in fast food chicken sandwich. So number 5, KFC classic chicken sandwich. Now the classic chicken sandwich comes with breaded filet, pickles, mayo, and a toasted bun. Um, no, no. Again, this looks like something that not just somebody sat on, but pretty much they slept on top of it. The picture looks horrible. It makes the sandwich look disgusting. It's horrible. I don't like it. I mean, of course, it's probably delicious. I love pickles in my sandwich, but I don't know. If they're gonna make it a sandwich that's attractive and alluring, they have to make the picture perfect. Like, make it look fluff, like, big ass piece of chicken and then lettuce, tomato, onions, and pickles, and make it look like huge. Every sandwich that they show in these pictures look like as if, again, somebody sat on them or they slept on top of it. Hey, I have a mattress full of flat chicken sandwiches. Let's sell them. Like ill. Number 4, Jollibee original chicken sandwich. Now, Jollibee's, I never had it. We don't have them up here. They're pretty much restaurants like out west. So the original chicken sandwich comes with breaded filet, pickles, and a savory umami mayo and a toasted bun. Yeah, it's not bad looking. It looks delicious. Maybe one day I shall try it. Number 3. Now, who doesn't like it? The Chick-fil-A original chicken sandwich. Now, the Chick-fil-A original chicken sandwich comes with breaded filet, pickles, and a toasted bun. Um, yeah, I've had the sandwich before in the past. It is not bad at all. But they need to put more pickles. 2 pickles is not enough. I'm sorry. I like pickles on my sandwich. Deal with it. Suck it. Shut up. Now this is a sandwich that it looks huge and they did it right. Number 2, Dave's hot chicken slider. Now, Dave's slider comes out with a huge breaded filet, creamy kale slaw, pickles, a whole lot of Dave sauce, and a slightly small potato bun. Oh my God. Now, that's the picture of a good looking sandwich right there. It's huge. You see the pickles dangling on the side of the sandwich. You see the pretty much the chicken like saying to the buns, "No, I get in between you." It looks really good. The sauce, what kind of sauce it was? Hold on. It was the here it is. Dave slider comes with a huge breaded creamy house on a pickle and a whole lot of Dave sauce. Wow. They should never call it after a man's name. Dave's Sauce. Yeah. What you doing back there, Dave? Yeah, putting mayo on the sandwiches. Here we go. Oh, that's one. All right, bring the other. He's on a conveyor belt. Here he comes another. Oh, woo. You see people complain. This tastes garlicky. That's what a woman told me. Anyway. Let's move on, people. And the number one top 10 fast food chicken sandwich of all time. It is Popeye's Classic Chicken Sandwich. Popeye's Classic Chicken Sandwich comes with breaded filet, pickles, not pickles, and mayo, and a toasted brioche bun. Now that's a sandwich. The sandwich that's basically took over the world in 2019. It still deserves the hype. Now the chicken was slightly dry in the spots, but wherever you take one bite, you forget about it. It's good. So that is the number one fast food chicken sandwich, and that is Popeye's. Where the hell is it? Popeye's Classic Chicken Sandwich. And being that number one, and you know who's the best chicken sandwich? You know who it is? Huh? Me. Yeah. That here he is. Oh my God, that's not the sound effect I wanted. Where the hell is it? Hold on. Before I leave, there it is. Oh my God, I'm about to punch this screen. Here we go. And you hear the harp, ladies and gentlemen. That's about the time of the Jerry Torres program. Yes, because I am the chicken sandwich. Yeah! I'm the big chicken sandwich. Yeah! Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is about my time. Thank you all for listening for another episode of the Jerry Torres program. As you all well know, I am an accomplished author. I have written a book entitled Chinese Food for Breakfast. You can find my book either on lulu.com, that is Lulu, or on Amazon Kindle. And it's an ebook. You can download the book, read the book anytime, anywhere on your phone, tablet, or your laptop. And the book is only $4, people, so you're really not going to be breaking the bank. And the book is about fun. So download the book today and enjoy a good read, Chinese Food for Breakfast by Jerry Torres. Also, you can listen to my good friend Letice Mitchell's podcast show, Tice Talk. She's in the works of making a comeback. You can listen to her previous podcast shows on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. Her podcast shows about life, family, fun, dating, whatever she talks about, she makes it hysterical. I enjoy my good friend watching and listening to her show, as well as doing shows with her. She's one of the most funniest female comics I have ever worked with, and I enjoy every second when I do shows with her. So go find Letice Mitchell's podcast show, Tice Talk.
Monster Truck.
Tice Talk with Letice Mitchell.
Sunday.
Tice.
Real bad.
Talk.
In your face.
Also listen to Gordo B. He has a new album up. He's working on new songs, and he's also planning a tour. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. His music, I compared it to Tribe Called Quest, Diggable Planets, and De La Soul. You can find again his music on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube. His music is about fun, life, family, and lyrics. You can basically understand what the hell he's saying. So go find Gordo B, download his new album, download any of his songs, and enjoy a good listen. And Gordo B is spelled Gordo, big capital B. All right. And listen to Funky Times. They are a great band. They mix up with jazz, funk, rock. They know how to make music and make music right. If you're interested in hiring them for an event, send them an email, work things out. And I'm telling you, you won't regret it. So go ahead, go on TikTok, Instagram, or on YouTube, and find Funky Times. And speaking of Funky Times, I use the music pretty much to close my podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for listening to another edition episode of the Jerry Torres program. As I always say towards the end of my podcast, whatever religious figure you believe in, may you be blessed. I bid you all a fondue. So I'll be back and ask you all, please, don't go with changing. I'm going to get it going. And bye.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Powered by Riverside.
Limited time offer. No purchase necessary. Offer valid at participating locations. Void where prohibited. No animals were harmed during the production of this soundboard. Subject to change without notice. Side effects include dry mouth, occasional pig snort or two, sore stomach, teary eyes, achy jaws, and whatever tingles well. Laughing heart.
You've just heard the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, Riverside FM, Apple Podcasts, and listen to him in other podcast affiliates. Subscribe to the Jerry Torres program on Spotify, ladies and gentlemen, because always remember that the Jerry Torres program has been known to bring magic into your heart, mind, and soul.